Hey there, how there, ho there, it's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to yet another Dice United 1971-72 English First Division playthrough for Manchester United. Our Man U squad is fourth in the league. Man City's been crushing it. And this is 1972 Man U. This is Man City. This is not the late 2010s Man U. Man City. Wolves and Liverpool are tied with us, but Wolves, they have more wins. Leeds has 36 for fifth. Derby, Arsenal, Tottenham, Sheffield, Chelsea, West Ham, Coventry, Everton, Stoke, Newcastle, West Brom, Leicester, Ipswich, Huddersfield, Southampton, Nottingham Forest, and Crystal Palace. We out the rest. Goal scoring, Francis Lee's put up 27 goals in 32 games. Amazing. George Best is second, tied with Tony Brown. Yellow cards, 13 by Len Badger. Have we had someone that's been that bad? Nope. And red cards, Bailey Brother, Norman Hunter, Tommy Smith, Frank Clark, and Alan Bloor have had 2 red cards. Goaltending by clean sheets. Ray Clements of Liverpool has 16 clean sheets, as in shutouts. Phil Parks of Wolves and West Ham's Bobby Ferguson with 15. Alex Stepney Argyle is 7 for 13. Goals per 90 minutes. He's 6 behind Bob Wilson of Arsenal, Ray Clements of Liverpool, and Man City's Joe Corrigan. Fixtures. We'll get ready. Tables. This is the tables as in what we have. We have gold. If it was goal differential, then Liverpool would be second ahead of Wolves, and we'd be. No, sorry. No. Yeah, Wolves have 39. Liverpool's ahead of us on goal differential. What am I thinking? I thought we were all tied. 20 wins. Huddersfield's won the fewest games, 5, but yet they're ahead of Southampton, Northam, and Crystal Palace because they can tie. Crystal Palace has only had 2 ties. The most is 13. Crystal Palace has only tied twice. We tied 10 times. At home, we're 9-1-4, so we're doing well. On the road, we were terrible, 5-5-6. So we're just basically a win, a draw, a loss. We've only given up 7 goals at home. Well, Coventry is the only team has yet to lose at home, 9-0-5. Man City's 14-2-1 home, 6-5-4 on the road. Every team's won at least 4 home games with Huddersfield winning. Southampton has yet to win on the road. They have 0 road wins. Huddersfield at least has 1. They can your hat on. So no team is really that big. Well, yeah, Leeds is 5th, but their road record is like shite. Teams wise, let's talk about our team, not Arsenal, Man United. Covington has played 3 games and done fuck all. Stephanie, 13 clean sheets in 27 games. You know, this is the era where players from the UK and all that would play in, or like George Best with 17 goals, Dennis Law and Alan Gowling with 7, Brian Kidd with 4, David Sadler with 2, Charlton McElroy, James Morgan, and Burns with goals each. So in the fixtures, just to see where we have been and all that, we're on a 4-game winless streak. We've had 3 ties and a loss. So we haven't done much here. We've had a few 3-game winning streaks and all that. We actually started out on a 9-game unbeaten streak before Liverpool beat us. Since then, our best has been, I think, 3. Highlights wise, best wins. Our best win was against Chelsea, 5-0. They don't even tell us when. They don't even tell us when that happened. But anyway, yeah, 5-0. Our biggest loss was at Leeds when they went 5-0. Memorable games, all of that. Hat tricks, there's been 9 hat tricks. Francis Lee has had 3 hat tricks for Man City. George Graham, Tommy Smith, Tony Brown, our own Georgie Best, who did against Nottingham, Kevin Hector, and Kevin Keegan. Keegan Michael Cole. Most memorable game, West Ham 3-2 against West Brom. A game that saw West Brom up 2-0, but West Ham scoring 3 goals to win it. Everton ManU arguing against Everton. It was 3-3 when Brian Kidd's thing and all that. That's what happened. And Southampton Ipswich. So let's go to the fixtures. And we go to the 8th. We host Everton. We are 4th. They're 13th. Stempney and Nat against Gordon West. I don't know if he was Everton's main guy, but our main boys, George Best, Dennis Law, Brian Kidd, Bobby Charlton, Alan Gowling, Ian Stormore. Well, I guess our lineup. Sebby McElroy, Steve James, David Sadler, Willie Morgan, Francis Burns, Martin Buchanan, Tommy O'Neill, Tony Dunn, Tony Young, John Hassan, Paul Everts. Everton, Joe Royal of No, Howard Kendall, future manager. Alan Ball used to play for that team. He doesn't. Tommy Wright, what's that team? And Johnny Morrissey. So they don't really have much name. So in the first minute, pitch battle, McElroy caught late by Kendall, and that is going to be a finger wag. 12 minutes later, Everton's defense, Harvey with the interception and clears downfield. 7 minutes later, Everton's defense, make Galley lose his control. 15 minutes. Battle, Kendall pulls him back. Sure. Second warning, you're a yellow card, man. 7 minutes. That gets put by Kenyon. So 2 guys on yellows. And halftime, no score. Much later. Pitch battle, yellow intensity. Late challenge on Story more right. Free kick. O'Neal takes it, but Kenyon clears it. So 3 yellow cards for Everton. Double 5. Lots of focus. ManU is on the attack. Come on, guys. Graves controls on the kiss. Shooter to shoot. Stop. Corner from the left. Best gets his head, but West stopped it. Damn it. 3 minutes later, Gowling nudges Scott on the back and gets a finger wag for his troubles. 7 minutes later, we're on the attack. Ping pong on the block for Best, but West does his job. But a couple minutes later, pitch battle. Best, why are you doing? Free kick for Everton. Lions head to the back post. He's out. 13 minutes later, Everton on the attack. Across the goal. Everton did it. Takes the corner. Stephanie comes for the ball. Johnson. Great. We're dead. Morrissey tries in Hernan James on purpose. We need this. What's the story, Morning Glory? Ian Storymore ties her up. But that would be the other thing. But hey, we established the point. We should have done better. But yeah, a point's a point. And then we host Huddersfield. Well, that was the only single game. So Chelsea, Liverpool, 0-0 between the rivals. Man City goes to Everton to win 2-0. Colin Bell scoring both goals for MC. Leeds crushes Coventry at home 4-0. Coventry still can't. Is it Coventry that can't win on home soil or not? No. Southampton can't win on the road. Coventry can't lose at home. Okay. Leicester, West Ham. And it's Leicester crushing West Ham 3-0. We host Huddersfield. That game skipped. Newcastle and Arsenal tied. Ipswich goes to Nottingham and wins 2-1. Southampton ties Wolves, but they were hosting. Stoke beat Sheffield 3-2 on a late goal. Tottenham and Derby tied 1-1. And West Brom beat Crystal Palace 1-0. So we host Huddersfield. We're 4th. They're 19th. David Lawson and net. We have Stepney. We have Jimmy Lawson, Les Chapman, Trevor Cherry, Jeff Hutt, and Alan Jones. And Mick Fairclough. We start early. Huddersfield. Clark. Dennis Clark gets a figure wag for his front. 5 minutes later. Pitch battle. Laws arguing with the referee. Are you nuts, Dennis? But the referee's going to let him go. Good idea. 3 minutes later. Good idea. Huddersfield defense. Best shoots. Oh! Georgie Best. 1-0. Like the rest. But James Barge is stolen off the ball. He'll get a figure wag, though. Steve Smith takes the free kick over the bar, over the fence. Much later. We're on the attack. Kid shoots. Kid had it. Passed the tactical ball, but lost and stopped. It's okay. Much later, Huddersfield. Charlton clears, but gets hit by Chapman. Trying to make the block. Punch time. Good challenge by Lawson. Jimmy's going to get a finger wag, but we're going to get a man. Plays the ball to the penalty spot. Best gets his head to it. But it stopped. Oh, good keeper is a lucky keeper. Damn right. We're still up 1-0. I'm not too panicky yet. 8 minutes later. Pitch battle. Low intensity. Morgan late challenge. By him. But Lawson takes the kick too close. Oh, it's Jimmy Lawson. I guess it's David Lawson's the neck. Okay. 8 minutes. We have an attack. Kelly takes the corner. And Clark hits clear. McElroy was trying to get it. 8 minutes later. Huddersfield with the defense stops the attack by McElroy. 4 minutes later. Turf out of play. Goal kick. 8 minutes later. Whistle's blown. James for a high boot. Now, boy. We're trying to hold them off here. Huddersfield's defense. Clark clears the cross. Crunch time. Oh, man. James nudges him in the back, and that's a finger wag. They can't get it off. We win. So we win 1-0. So that means we jump to second. We're 6 points back of Man City. Wolves third, Liverpool fourth. The 14th, Nottingham-Chelsea play to a Chelsea win, 1-0 Webb. 17th, Coventry goes to West Brom. Coventry hosts West Brom and still can't lose at home, 0-0. We go to not play. I guess we're in some kind of competition. Yeah, we don't play on the 18th. That's weird. Anyway, Wolves goes to Crystal Palace and wins 1-0. A goal by Dugan. Derby hosts Leicester and wins 2-0. Thanks to Hinton. Southampton still can't win on the road. Ipswich gets them 3-0. Liverpool beats Newcastle thanks to Whittam. Man City beats Chelsea. Francis Lee with a pair. Sheffield beats Everton 4-1 thanks to Curry's 2. And West Ham hosts Nottingham versus wins thanks to Colin Bess's 2. We are up 21st. Coventry hosts West Ham and wins 1-0. Again winning at home. Everton crushes Crystal Palace on home turf. And Sheffield goes to the Huddersfield and wins 1-0. Derby Ipswich. Derby crushes Ipswich 3-0. And Leicester beats Leeds at home thanks to Martin Partridge. So we host Crystal Palace at Old Trafford March 25th. Chelsea crushes West Ham on home turf 4-0. Everton beats Wolves on home turf 3-1. Joe Royal. Leeds hosts Arsenal and wins 2-0. Leicester hopes Ipswich and win 3-2 in a tight one. Man City held to a point by Newcastle. Coventry goes to Nottingham and wins 2-0. Liverpool loses in Southampton. Southampton's lucky the game is at home. Stoke and Derby are tied 0-0. Tie 0-0. Tottenham and Sheffield tied 1-1. And West Brom ties Huddersfield. So we host Crystal Palace. We're 5th. And they're 22nd. I think they're last. Yeah, John Jackson. And then for Crystal Palace, they have John Craven, Jerry Queen, Yogi Hughes, Tony Taylor. Some names I recognize. So we gotta beat those interlopers. Morgan with the dumb move. And a warning. 6 minutes later. Attack long ball to Best. Throws in the chest, shoots. Kill! Georgie Best. 1-0 like the rest. 7 minutes later. ManU's defense can't do anything. 8 minutes. Next battle. Charlton hits on Craven, and he will get a finger wag. I don't know if he's afraid to book him. 10 minutes later. We're on the attack. McElroy smashes on the volley. Sammy. 2 minutes. Crystal Palace on the defense. Ball slides in as Kid shoots. Deflection. Brian the Kid. It's 3-0. I think he didn't expect that to go in. We're back on the attack. Keep the pressure in it. Shoot. That looks good to me. Pitch battle. Story more with the mistake. First treble. Pitch battle. Well, O'Neill gets tucked by Tambling. That's a finger wag. So it's 4-0 after 1.5. Looks good for us, don't you think? And then again, Dowling gets hit by Wallace. William Wallace, named after the Scottish hero Braveheart, I guess. 9 minutes later. ManU in the attack. Shoots. But stopped. Law was trying to get in the goal and make it 5-0. He was trying to get in on the front. 4 minutes later. We're back on the attack. Go. Excellent. Mr. Burns with the goal. Back in the attack. Kick. I thought Law was in the box. I thought he was in the box for a penalty. Ken's like, O'Neill, idiot. That's just a yellow card, no big deal. Thankfully, 6 minutes later, we're on the attack. Oh, man, that was one heck of a post. Peening sound. Crunch time. Charlton makes a mistake. Nope, they'll get a figure away. I thought they were going to book him. Book him, Dano. And tussle, but Law shoves Hey, what are you doing? Okay, never mind. That's it. I think we won that game quite easily, 5-0. So with that win, we keep our second place ahead of Wolves, Derby, and Liverpool. We're 7 points back of our rivals. And yes, this was the era where 2 points for a win, 1 point for a tie. And Crystal Palace, yeah, they have 8 wins. They have more wins than Nottingham and Huddersfield does, and yet they're still last because they only have 2 ties. The 27th saw Leeds play Nottingham and crushed Nottingham 5-0. Lorimer with the hat trick. 28th, we don't play. Arsenal crushes Southampton 4-0. Southampton still can't win on the road. Crystal and Derby tie. Tottenham goes to Huddersfield and wins 2-0. And Liverpool hosts Stoke and meet them. I know I say Chelsea Sheffield. Chelsea wins 3-1. On the 31st, we don't play. Tottenham beats Coventry. And Leeds beats West Ham. We're in April the 1st. April Fool's Day, we go to Coventry. How long have we been? 19 minutes. Okay, we'll just end on this. Because the April Fool's Day game in lovely Coventry, the team that has yet to lose at home. Man City in purse for 50, Liverpool, Leeds 44, Liverpool 43, us 43. Everyone's got 20 points except for Crystal. Francis Lee, 29 goals. George Best's the second with 19. Peter Lorimer's got 18. So yeah, Francis Lee's going to win the Golden Boot. Ray Clemens has a lot of clean sheets. Colin Bolton second. Phil Parks and Wolves third. Gary Pearce has only played 8 games for Huddersfield, but has 5 clean sheets. David Lawson has 8 for Huddersfield. Yeah, we had Lawson. Gary Pearce should be in. He had 5 clean sheets in 8 games. David Harvey has 4 clean sheets for Leeds in 6 games. But the legendary Sprake is a half front of him. Ron Healy has 4 clean sheets for Man City, but Joe Corrigan's ahead of him. Jim Barron only has 4 clean sheets. And all that. Yeah, Gary Pearce has played 8 games, has more clean sheets than Nottingham Forest's goalie. It was 5. And all that. John Phillips has 3 clean sheets in 4 games for Chelsea. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, so every main goalie will top 21, at least 20 games. Jim Barron's behind Gary Pearce, David Harvey, and Ron Healy in a sense. I guess their goals per 90 minutes. 1.83. Yeah, Crystal Palace. Like John Jackson's has 7 clean sheets. Anyway, fixtures tables. Everyone's played 30. We've only played 33 games, so 2 games here we could catch Man City in a sense. So we have 2 games in hand. We've only played 33 games. Arsenal's only played 33 games. Strokes played 32. So yeah. Coventry has yet to lose at home, and Southampton has yet to win away from the stadium. Like 8-3-5, they would be pretty good. Our teams, that's just us right now. We're on a 4-game. Yeah, Man City and Arsenal. I guess that was some kind of tournament, but yeah, we got to play those guys soon. Yeah, and Coventry's coming up. So 4 of our next 7 are on the road. We could do this. We could do this. We really can do this. So that's what we have to do. Remember St. Patrick, West Ham, West Brom 3-2. West Ham, they were down 2-0, I guess. Yeah, they were down 2-0 after 60, and then 3 goals to beat Nottingham. So West Ham known as the king of the comebacks. So there'll be a new one coming up soon. Anyway, I'm Jeff David. Adieu.